Yeah, better free up your flower. Fridays, man. All aboard. I tell you.
Can't,
Brand
can't
new
free up
month.
that floor when it's damp, you know.
Yeah, that's true. There it is.
Mm, that's right.
Free Flower Fridays, y'all. Man, it's brand new month. Just like
Yep.
that, just like that. First of November.
It was the first of November.
It was
So,
the
you know,
first.
there's a lot of songs with the name November, you know.
Oh, yeah? Name a couple.
Yeah. Gone Till November. Gone Till November. Let me see. Um,
See.
as, you can Google it, guys. I know they got a lot of November songs. I just can't pop them out of my head.
Yes. Songs with
Yes.
November. 29
Yes.
song about November.
All right. You see that? You see that?
uh, November rain.
Yep. Very important month.
Gone till November.
Yep.
Sweet November.
Oh, yes.
November blue. I don't know what that is.
I remember Lavender Blue. No, no. I know. Yeah.
There's a lot of songs I don't know. American music.
Mhm.
I don't know most of them. November has come. Cool November rain. I think I know that one.
Yeah.
There's one called Mr. November.
I don't know that one neither.
It came out in 2005. Ta-da-ta-ta. Yeah, most of these I don't know. 1 November, November, 15 November. Oh, well, there's a lot of November songs. This is right.
Hmm. But the big date gonna be November 5th.
November
Yes,
morning.
morning. Yes, morning, everybody. We want to say Young Thug is out of jail. Um, Young Thug, sorry, rapper, I don't know none of his song, but apparently he was in a trial, the longest trial in Georgia's history. They said like what, 55 days or something like that.
What
And they
did he
said that
do? What
Mr.
did he do?
Well, the 33, thank you for asking, sir. You will get a bedroom set from Broyhill. The, the 33-year-old Grammy winner born Jeffrey Lamar Williams has spent more than 900 days behind bars since his arrest on racketeering and gang-related charges.
Oh,
In
that.
May 20, yeah, prosecutors allege that the rap label he founded was a front for an organized crime syndicate responsible for 75 to 80% of violent crimes in Atlanta. So he pleaded guilty to everything yesterday. I saw when he was pleading guilty, and he was sentenced to time served and 15 years probation.
Yeah, better behave yourself.
I have to walk the thin and narrow for 15 years. Yeah,
That's interesting.
yeah. So I don't know if you say congratulations or what. Mm. Guess what I tried it this morning?
What is that?
Nobody there but me. So I just smoke you up the house. And again, bought a piece of pig the other day, and
Yeah?
a whole lot of skin made up on it. And I took the skin and I put it in the fridge for dry it out. And this morning I get up and I cut it in slices. I put olive oil on top of it and I sprinkle salt and I dash it in the oven and I smoke it up the house. But I got chicha.
Chicharron. So you never fry it,
Yeah.
you bake it.
No, yeah, I just put it right in the oven, on the grill, meat side down, and then you put a parchment paper over the top with something flat on top of that so they could maintain the girlish figure. Yeah.
Have fun.
Yes, I shall. Colville, may bring me line, Phil?
No. I guess the man busy. Colville is a busy man, Colville is
Of course, of course.
a man at work.
Renaissance man around town.
Man at work,
Yeah.
working hard.
Yes.
Man of the soil.
Exactly. Yes, Colville has a green thumb, and yes,
I don't know if having a green.
he got a green thumb and a purple nurple.
I don't know what having a green thumb.
Yeah.
You might want to wash those hands.
Oh yes.
But today's
Well,
Friday, man. Shouts out for those who did the Halloween thing yesterday. People be losing their minds. I mean,
it
come
was
on,
nice.
just stop it.
I can tell you a Halloween joke.
Just
I
stop
was
it.
in
Let the people have their fun if they want to have their fun.
Yeah. They had one little thing at the school where, costumes, and Dana big into those things, so they invited Dana to go, and Dana went to the school, and they were doing that. I was doing some work after the show, so I went to take a shower. But before that, the morning when I made to put on my makeup, the kids they passed and look out and I brighten it. So anyway, I didn't know to take my shower. Nobody there. I left the bush, so the doors then open. And all of a sudden I hear, trick or in my bedroom, trick or treat.
What?
I said, what? I said, who that? That KJ. I said, KJ, not coming in the bathroom. I said, nobody there right now. He said, but you there? I said, wait. I said, when I go outside and I'll come back. And boy, we get a good do some trick or treating, even though it was raining,
Okay.
But it was nice.
Yeah, I mean, hey. Normally, we do things without, and I don't know if that means you're guilty of it, but, I mean, oh my goodness, somebody has up a poll, Lord. Anyway. Yeah, we do things and, like, we do it out of the context and not really because you die hard to the cause, but we gravitate to the parts we like and then we do it.
Mm-hmm.
We dress in costume because I guess people like to have something to do. I don't think we walk around to worship the devil, but some might say, well, that's how you get caught. Because you do it not knowing what you do, and so, as they say in court, how do you say it in court?
E pluribus unum.
No.
Habeas corpus.
Oh, Lord. Basically, it's saying not knowing the law, I mean, you're still guilty of it, whatever it is.
Oh, yeah. What is it? Not knowing the law.
I forget the terminology. Help me out there, Funny Man and Stew Crew.
Ignorance of the law.
Ignorance of the law. Yes.
Yeah. But you see, Mr. Frisco.
So we walk on and we're guilty of sin. Costume.
But the Bible says, "For all have sinned and fallen short."
Yes, that's the point. Yes. If you know how.
That's your disclaimer, so you could celebrate Halloween. Cause you done sin already. But anyway.
And I think in 2024 to Groove, the churches, they have a hard time making their case because they keep having individuals involved in some nefarious activities.
Yes, very good. So how you want to tell me Halloween not good, but when you did do good?
I mean, two wrongs to make it right, and still. But I mean, like I said, we do it, but I don't think we do it because we go there, they draw the upside down star. What's the star? What do you call that? Pentagram, man, worshipping Baphomet and the devil.
The Ouija
board. People like this, and they want to put on a
Then they have Baccabush people. Then they have
Little Mermaid costume or the sexy nurse costume or the doctor costume.
That's nice. I got to tell you something, bro. We are so enlightened as human beings nowadays that we not even realize what it takes to be human. Nowadays, everything has to be out in the open. Bring this out, tell this out, no insult this one, offend that one. And simple things like, so what if you're going to go an Easter egg hunt and instead of the Easter bunny? So what if you're going to cook one turkey instead of Thanksgiving? So what if you're going to get costumes instead of Halloween? It's all just to celebrate humanity. When I made it grow up, I believed in Santa Claus. I believed in the Easter Bunny. I believe in a Jesus. Now that I grow up and I know better, I don't believe in a Santa Claus. I don't believe in the Easter Bunny. They tell me I have to still believe in a Jesus. But, I believe. But we have to make the kids go through their stages, bro. We have to, I believe, It's part of being a kid. Dress up. and thing like that.
Yeah, and while well, the Santa Claus does have a some origin,
Yeah,
if you're
but
in that part, and then there's a religious aspect, but it's you can't get over
because
the overall concept of that,
yeah,
the concept of
when
sharing and giving and helping out
yeah,
others. So that bigger concept flies for me, and that's why I love it. So I
yeah,
mean, I don't
yeah,
mind watching at least Santa movie. It's science fiction. We all enjoy
exactly.
a good Aquaman movie, and it means we believe in Aquaman. You know what I mean?
I, I do. We believe in a mermaid. I can't believe in an Aquaman.
But
But
that Christmas thing that is spirit giving,
yeah,
and so that's a good thing. I mean,
and again, all of us, or most of us, were brought up like that. We were brought up like that. And if you have the idea saying, well, I want to teach my child by now that nobody get nothing for free,
mm,
yeah, that's not a dumb lesson to teach your child at that age. You should teach your child that, yo, there are people out there who care about you. Teach them things like that. So that they grow up until the age when they realize, oh, they made a lie to me, but at least you went through the phase. But I
and
guess everybody thinks,
the concept of sharing, reciprocating, the spirit of giving. How many of us realize when it went from receiving something to when you had the ability to give something?
yeah,
And
exactly. And
that wasn't the age of 18 or the age when you first hold a job,
mm-mm,
right? So you grow up in that spirit that you share, and your parents give you a thing and they show you and the moment you had the opportunity to reciprocate and give back something, no matter how small it was, you did it.
yes,
If they even
yes,
you save up your lunch money or save up your allowance money, and to give
and it felt
something
good.
back to somebody else. You know what I mean? How much of we realize when we stop get and start give.
hmm That's right. And again, they say that it's better to give than to receive, and there's a lot of truth in that because when you are brought, I know how we broke our kids. Well, we don't even have to break their off, but when Hannah and Aline turn about 5 or 6, we'd tell her, all right, this one for me, this one for mommy, this one for Uncle Kate, like that. And they will say, then on Christmas when I said this one I must, I don't have no return name or nothing. So this one I must find Santa Claus, and we broke there out like that. So right by the time it turned 6 or 7, they realized, oh, not tell me that Santa Claus thing no more. But the lesson was already embedded. But anyway, too early for the
Well,
talk for Christmas.
when I talk about
Um,
Christmas at the time, we talk about the different,
Holidays,
what you calling it, apart from holidays, the different
traditions.
traditions, right, around the year, minus
Yeah.
minus Thanksgiving.
I make I tell you, I don't understand your point on that because I know that you appreciate my good Thanksgiving dinner.
Christmas dinner. I appreciate early Christmas dinner.
On Thanksgiving, yes.
um, hey, what's up? Butterscotch, butterscotch.
Where have you been?
Where have you been? November 1st and 2nd, the 32nd anniversary, Suncast. They're having up to 20% off on selected items right up to November 2nd.
Mm,
I guess that's the Sea View.
yes.
Probably Angelo's Press as well. Tasting and sampling and spin the wheel. Consumer promotions and
Well,
special deals, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m.
yes. Spin
Yes.
the,
Some
spin the
restrictions
bottle.
apply. Groove.
Yes. Well, I figure spin the wheel. That sounds good. Well, Suncast, always nice to go check out Suncast
Oh,
every now and again.
let me go. Say something, man. Let me go.
Okay.
I gotta
Speak
go
amongst
fix
myself.
the
Yeah,
stream. I
very
don't know what's
good.
up with the stream.
Yeah.
If
Well,
I can't do that at the break.
Yeah, we told you that there was yesterday about 100 people in Spain that died from flooding. Well, today the number is more than 200 killed in the town of Valencia, and they're saying that a lot of the people um, died trapped in their cars, and in a garages that couldn't open because there were cars strapped, out there and stuff like that. Um, they're looking now, and what they're saying is that they're blaming it on the torrential rain, also on climate control, but mainly about government unpreparedness. They did not have the infrastructure or the preparedness to deal with something like this. And this is Spain, ladies and gentlemen. This is no place, this is Spain. They made it run the world at one time. So when me and Frisco and Lisa get on the air sometimes, somebody tell GOB, we're going to come up with one plan for a Category 5 hurricane. We're going to come up, not tell we want to want to, or what we got done on paper. Run some scenarios and get one plan together, because it's very, very easy for something like this to happen, I believe. Very, very easy. So I think we really need to press step on that, Mr. Frisco.
Yeah, that's for sure. That is for sure.
Yep. The Botswana ruling party, Frisco, was rejected after 58 years in power.
That's a lot.
Say what? Yes, that's a lot of years. That's a nearly dictatorship. But yeah, voters in Botswana rejected the long-serving governing party in the results that marks a political earthquake in a diamond-rich southern African nation. Yes. So anyway, I'll keep an eye on what's going on over there.
Yeah. Also keeping an eye on whatever this tropical scenario might be. Somebody sent me something. Who is this?
Yes.
Oh yeah, that's the yeah. There's there's still a chance that something might want to spin up and be in the area.
But sad.
So we don't know what that might be. Currently, there is the gyre and it's spinning. It's not associated with thunderstorm activity. Let me take a look at the visible satellite. Today is the 1st of November, so
it
when
was December.
right now, look like an eggplant. It more look like one
Burrito.
a squash.
Sure.
I don't know what the hell that is. Like a sweet potato or something.
It look like avocado.
But so from basically it covers the entire central Caribbean, anywhere in that cone. Let's do this. Do the zoom live satellite image here. But I mean, hey, we'll keep an eye on it. But no, never count these things out, because it doesn't need a start like some people. You only need a start.
Yes.
And it gone.
Papue.
But yeah, still in the hurricane season. Of course. So keep an eye on that as well. On the first day of November.
Yes. One of our listeners says Belize used to belong to the Indians, then to Spain. Where they talk about, but
Which Indian?
yeah. I mean, must say they America. Me no know. Must the Braves.
Oh, speaking of so Dodgers win the World Series again?
Well, I mean, yes, man. No, that the 8th time as compared to the 27th time where the Yankees don't win.
Okay.
Yeah, they won that in good fashion. One of the games, the ball was hit over the home run fence, and one of the fans literally grabbed hold of the guy when they try to catch the ball, grab the hand and they drag the ball out of the hand.
Assault, if I'm charging, assault.
Pattering, yes. which is the name of the new buddy movie coming out next week, starring Will Smith and Chris Rock. Assault and battery. Yes.
Clear. November 19th, man. What will you be doing for...
I will be puntering with my hoodits.
Yeah, clear.
And we have to give out one good, responsible hoodit recipe. Because I know people out there, they push all kind of thing, you know, they do and call it hoodit. Don't know anything could go in a hoodit. You know? Pigtail, the way we tolerate. We don't know about the chicken, all of the other kind of thing.
Yeah, I didn't even want the yes, the punner. I don't even want the pigtail again in the
Ladies and gentlemen, ignore that blasphemous thing that Mr. Frisco just said.
Feels out of place, literally. I love pigtail to death, but it feels out of place.
When your fish done, you're glad for the piece of pigtail in there. Oh, gotta look on the bright side.
I try to convince myself that it belongs, but you know, like I feel it, like you know, this pigtail off for you.
You got shall I?
Yeah, shouts out to shouts out to all the y'all out there, especially the men, you know. You gotta pick me with just got a feeling that enough for you.
We need to do on 33 or 4 a Mandela Drive poll and see who will prefer pigtail in and who do.
Yeah, I tried it, but it feel out of place, man. It feel, you know, that's not a natural blend.
Yeah.
Because the pigtail I'm thinking of for. To me, I eat it different, and then when I eat it now, like I get consumed in it, and then I forget about the dude, and so I feel torn between two lovers. You know what I mean?
So the pigtail take your
the pigtail take away my attention from the dude.
Yeah. Well, dude, no matter to me. I want to eat the pigtail, the fish, and the dude.
Nothing wrong with that. That's for me, you know. I mean, I could blend the fish and the dude. That work for me.
Okay, but you ever tried to do the fish and the tail with the duck?
No, because once I started biting in that tail and I started, the duck get left right there. I remember, oh hell, the duck there for eat. No, I don't got a bad one. It's pigtail bone.
Your problem now because you don't like the pigtail, you know the duck. Your problem now because you like the pigtail so much that you neglect the duck.
I neglect the duck. That's why I tell you.
I can't neglect the duck, my boy.
I realized I say, you know what, this will go with this because it's like a separate meal that they have right there, so.
Remember what the 11th commandment said, thou shalt not neglect the duck.
Yeah, I mean, you know, nothing
that's why you know the Bible encourages swine. It's no eat swine because you know belong in the duck. I mean a problem from way back then, you know.
Yeah. But yeah, shouts out if you know. Michelle is having a grand excursion. You know, we do this every year to Dangriga. When is this? November 18th. Departs on Pongyard on November 18th. 6:30 p.m. sharp. Returns November 19th, 7 p.m. $35 round trip for adults. 50% deposit.
Yes.
To secure your seat. Contact Michelle at 630-3755 or Miss Kim at 631-3431 if you're down on the Dan Grieger excursion.
Gonna be a trip to remember.
Yeah, you know she did that. Michelle say birthday that either the 18th or the 19th. If you're born 12 o'clock that night, what are you?
You got
the 18th or the 19th?
Where's the zodiac sign you're on? It'll be close. It'll be were you born 12 anything before 30 seconds, then you'll be on the 18th. But if you are born 12, and something after 30 seconds, then it'll be the 19th. Because the 30 seconds midway would be the mark.
Man.
Guess what I learned this morning, Mr. Frisco? I learned how to read maps backwards.
Read who?
Maps.
Uh-huh.
But I found out it was spam.
Spam? You see the thing where, hey, I gotta be careful when I put So the news. I don't know. I don't know what news network it was. Was doing a story on the on something on the Cubs new mascot.
Oh, and the losing streak, yeah.
No, the new mascot. But somebody put up a wrong picture, got the whole bengaling the hang.
Hey, hey, hey. Yes.
Because there's the mascot, but you know how the memes go. Somebody drew something, and so there's the cartoon mascot, but the whole bengaling they hang out. The whole member, somebody make a mistake and put that picture up. It's like, okay, there you go. Live on TV. Live. Be careful. Do your homework. Pay attention. That's the moral of the story. That's the moral of the story. Yeah. I was like, uh-oh. All right. What else? I left you alone today. Whatever you said today on that topic, you shall be left alone, sir.
I know the sad thing. I think it's about time we take a quick break and come back because there's a whole lot of things to talk about. But as soon as we figure out what they are, we'll come back and tell you.
Yeah, yes. All right. So, Free Flower Fridays, man.
That's it.
Lexi on duty. Wow, Lexi, everything is everything. You know, Lexi, the most exciting person ever in life. Mm-hmm. Yes, she always very, excitable. Right now, she's gonna party upstairs, like on a Friday.
Sure.
Yeah, man. Right, Lexi?
All right.
We'll be right back. We'll be right back.
Cancara's Garage, Gardening and
Flow Fridays inside the morning stew. Yeah. Oh man, I tell you. All right,
Yes.
welcome back. It's by the top, but me just know.
Joe, again.
Again.
Yeah, man. Now, funny thing. Hello, Miss Lexi. Could you please? Well, we want to show you a picture of what was probably one of the best Halloween costumes. Polo just posted up. I've seen it. I Belize. I think that this Belizean person. And unfortunately, it's actually the wrong picture for sure for defend Halloween. But anyway, show the picture. That is a picture of Hellboy. And on for doing Halloween. Oh, he's from Ladyville. But that is so cool. That's the two that's the two
Lita Battle Cook. Yeah.
Yes, that's very, very cool, you know. Yeah.
Yeah. Check the man sideburns. Man, yeah, very creative. Yeah, clear.
Yeah, man, that I think is very, very ingenious. And maybe we shall have maybe like Angel Girl. If a guy everybody says, so it's about Halloween, then the worship. Oh, that's a Hellboy. That's not a devil. Yeah. Yes.
Of
Very good.
course.
That's right, man. Why I'll tell you. Ladies and gentlemen, in a life sometime there comes a point where I have to say, you know what? I have looked at my options. I have weighed the possibilities, and I am found wanting. Yesterday, the Kaya North representative, Omar Figueroa, and the Orange Walk East representative, Elodia Aragon, wrote a letter to the Lou and the interim Lou saying that they are throwing their support behind Tracy because of the need to get things going. They said that, you know, they tried to stay out of it, but the uproar, you know, upper management, they cause a problem in doing work in a lower management. So they have to make a decision. And they said that the outpouring of support for Tracy cannot be understated and that they have to listen to their delegates, you know, in the decisions that they make. So, my slant has always been this that old guard fighting off a new guard. That's still my slant. But that being said, you know, I think there comes a point where I have to say, you know what, even if I take this to court, even if the court say, you that the one, you know, shine, what does that do to the party still? You know, and Elodie Aragon mentioned it last night. He said that he talked about party and there is no compromise in sight, no resolution. And on that note, he had to make a decision, you know. And again, bro, it's a sad truth that some of our expatriates have to realize, you know, but something, when Belizeans go to foreign and they come back, a lot of Belizeans feel like they're not complete Belizeans anymore because, you know, gone away. And probably make something on herself when I come back here. And they're still Belizean, but yeah, you know, slighters. And that's the one thing. And the other is ideology. The other is leadership style, all kind of things.
Oh yeah, that I think that goes to the crux of the matter.
Yeah, but at this point, again, you'd have to ask yourself, what is the use? Because I do believe that if they go the legal grounds, he would win. If they go the legal grounds, he would win because he is constitutionally elected. You know, so, but again, what would you gain? You know, and anyway, bro, it's a rough thing. It's a rough thing. Politics makes strange bedfellows.
Then that was my point from day one. That was
Yes,
my point.
but I can tell you how strange this bedfellow is. Elodio Aragon ain't too friendly with John.
Yeah, no, he said that, but
Yeah, you don't feel like John that they want, but like you say, yo, I have to sleep with the man.
that's
The politics.
that was my point. That the funny thing that not straightforward as a song. I mean, private business and private property and single owner property. Those just way different from one political organ or political machine where it's people based.
Yeah.
You know, it's
But I think what we have now, and it's because of our form of government, nobody can voice their opinion really, because if the majority they say this that way we have to do, then the rest of the party has said that the way they do. People are encouraged to voice their personal opinions and stuff like that. If you do that, they consider you traitor, stuff like that to your party. But when you have people, that's why I look at certain people like Liz Cheney, who gave up her seat, more or less, defending what's right. People like Adam Kinzinger, that Barry did the same thing, a Republican, gave up his seat for defending what's right. We don't always do that here. We, instead of giving up the seat, we and say what's wrong and say, well, you know what, everybody else say right. Say right. And we jump on. So when I see how this plays out, I got a feeling this will be another, they might have to edit the documentary coming out, because this right here, I believe, would be a very, very exciting part of said documentary. You know what I mean? It's a Frisco, you do a couple of reshoots.
Well, he said, it's Hollywood. Hollywood like the story. If he's good with the story, if you're making money, hey, nothing wrong with that.
And I'm telling the one to do right now, MGM, Marvel. Then they look around and they say, you know what? We know I make this into a documentary. This time a full-blown $120 million production movie. Where they go on there, so... Yo, I tell you, man.
Hey, who knows? Hey, stranger things have happened, you know what I mean?
When the pendulum swings. And I
things,
better get out of the way, because the time when I want to swing back, rough. But life goes on. 18 minutes past the hour of 10 o'clock, everybody. And it's a terrible thing. It's a terrible thing that's happening. But, it is. Darrell Carter said, groove, it's September already. No, Darrell, that's November. Happy Labor Day. Wait, that. Yeah, that. No, man, wait, what's going on? How I got a message here from September 11th. Anyway. Good morning to Yolanda McGill. They had the tattoos drawn on him, too. It was funny. All right. Yolanda sent pictures of somebody. Boy, this is not correct, Frisco. Look on this way, it's set up right now. Ladies and gentlemen, I think that the other costume was questionable. Look at this one and tell me who this young person is trying to be. The man say me, they cannot believe,
Who the hell is that?
Who do you think? Vibes Cartel. I could tell like a Vibes Cartel.
That is wrong what you did right there. Yeah, I see. I know. Hey, people may be creative. People may be creative.
Yes, that is the fun of Halloween right there, man. So tighten up. Because, there's a lot of, because of old beliefs and stuff like that, then churches feel like if you do something, you're sinning against, you're not sin against nobody. They picnic and they have fun. Oh, another thing too. They got some school where I tell students, when you can't participate in a carnival or stuff like that. That is so back a bush, ancient history. Dare I say, colonial.
Well, I don't got a problem with that. I don't got a problem with that part there.
I got a problem with that.
I think carnival are for adults.
No, I don't think so. That's why you have children's band. That's why you have children's band. A lot of these carnivals have a children's band.
I know, but if you have the children first and then you got the next quarter very adult.
Well, they're not, usually they're right there next to one another. You have the adult section, you have and each carnival band control their own. But carnival is not something for old people. Carnival is for everybody. They're not only seniors.
But carnival have a way to get lewd and get very mature, and while it is, and okay it is, and I sit on the bench that okay it is what it is, but I don't have a problem if because no child of mine not going near no damn carnival.
Yeah, well, I don't know if any child of mine going neither, but I know I know school to tell me that. I make up my own mind on that. Just because for a thing that when they're behind for school gates, for doors and stuff, then for rules kick in. But not kick in, I interject on my time for my rules, just because of own ideas.
But, and I throw morality totally through the door.
What that?
That's the church schools, right? So while and I think and we hear about the hair thing that more for the high schools. But standard 6 and down, like no, I know. I personally know who do it, and that's cool. But I don't have a problem if a school say no, you can't get your kids out there. We not support that. Because church, religion, and carnival itself has one. If you go with where it come from, and if you follow it, you have
the yin
one.
and the yang.
Huh?
It's the yin and the yang, the apples of the beach.
Yeah, the very un-Christian, like the whole carnival thing. And we enjoy it and whatever, but it's not a thing the church support. None of that.
I do so believe, but sometimes it's hard.
Well, we saw what happened. The video was there, the little kid, and here comes the big girl gyrating on the kid. The kid wasn't in carnival, but it just shows how easily these things could become a problem.
It should have been fined. For assaulting the child.
So I mean, like I say, who do it? I know knock it, but if the school said, I don't got no problem with that, because me personally, not to put my kid.
I wouldn't.
If you had carnival for kids on a different day, and some kind of parade, and they be creative and they do their own thing, but they are a part of the, and we understand that our Belize kind of more version of where come out of the Caribbean, and that it is what it is, but at the same time, we know what it is. And like, oh, look at the little kids, nice, and the next truck will go along by, the boot is out, the drugs are
and then because
I know, but they're in the same space, right? So it's,
again, but you have kids younger than that watching.
Yes,
they watch everyone.
That too. I say they're strange.
Wait until you're abandoned.
So that's what I say. I who want to do it, but I don't have a problem with the church saying, hey, we can't just give up all morality. So, obviously not all, because obviously we do see the kids banned, so they're not all schools, but.
Yeah, but it's only, like I said, bro, my thing, I remember, like I said, when I used to smoke and I used to go to restaurants, I never smoked in a restaurant. Yeah, and when they passed the law where say you can't smoke in a restaurant, only then I want to smoke in a restaurant. Because they tell me I can't do something where I don't know. So, and this are the same thing. Because for them believe, then they try and instruct me on how where I supposed to do it my kid. Suppose they tell me, you have to go to church 3 times a week now for go to week school. I have to do that too?
Sometimes you had to. Yeah, sometimes you had to.
Well, glad they change. Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, hey, I personally would have be fine with just an adult carnival. But for we carnival are a mix of things, right? And what we're seeing is that one time it never used to be that bad. The adult section used to be pretty, but now there's a loosening of how what you're wearing and how you behave.
Yeah.
It never used to be like that, and that's why I used to blend and be nice. But now we live in a time where everybody is free up, and so the ladies are dressed the costumes get a little more revealing, and the revelers they go on a little bit more uninhibited. So that is morphing from what it was. It never used to be that. And I think that's why over time, from when it start, it used to flow because it may all right. But now we get more 6:30. Back then I mean more 6 o'clock. But now that more 6:30. I think that's why they draw a lot of attention that okay the carnival itself they get a little more lewd, they get more revealing, more sexual in nature because the songs they change, the songs they
Long time.
and so hey, I mean they're not the same thing. It used to be one thing, but they're not that today. And, that might I don't stop nobody or who wanna do anything, but I'm just saying the rationale for me is that it's not the same thing like back in the day. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Yeah.
They never make you go back at it neither.
Right? I mean, again, somebody put the video there, but look at what the video was
Sure.
with the individual on the thing. Back in the 80s and 90s, that wouldn't have been seen. Right? And so that's what you're looking at now. I say, okay, that's a part of something with our quote-unquote carnival. And as a parent, you have to say, would I even want to take my kid out to watch this thing now because of what it is? I can't knock nobody if you make that kind of decision there. If you had to come from, it become more PG-13.
Yeah.
And next to R-rated, minus the nudity.
Well, I want to tell you, because it's a thing again where to me it's like I don't know. I don't like when people tell me where I do and how to raise my picnic. I do a pretty good job. The only thing where they're supposed to do that put knowledge and education in and ahead. Whatever else then
but everybody tell you what to do, Groove. The government tell you what to do. The government they tell you you have to put a picnic in a school. Suppose you're a person who don't want to put a picnic in a school. The government they tell you a picnic business in a school.
Well, everybody know that.
So if we say we don't want people to tell you if we do that a futile battle because every aspect.
That's the common sense thing where everybody know. I am not talking about things like that. I talk about when somebody tell you, again, your picnic can't go there. When you know that at school, or you can't do this, or you can't. I don't know. That will be my choice, and that's it. I know they not nobody where they go along with it. I just don't like nobody to tell me what to do like that. And we're not got nothing to do with my picnic.
All right, Papa.
Right here, for some reason, it looked like we have been highlighting costumes of yesterday's gallantry. Christoph Riverall said over at the airport, I believe, or somewhere, a couple of people did costumes showing. Tell me who you think these people are. Could you please show the picture, Lexi? Yeah, I think we saw a very good costume. Tell me who you think this is. Yes. We shouldn't allow a picnic for dressed like this. Is it?
Wait there. I don't see the picture.
Yeah. Lexi? Yeah. Well.
Okay. I don't know who that two people are.
Look where they're behind it. Look at the title behind it.
I see the title,
Okay, that not look like Jules the interview Jester.
Yeah, that's what it should be, but who them two people are?
Jules and Chester, that's their costume. Then they do that's for their costume for Halloween.
Well, who the face is though?
Well, let me see. Christoph said.
Who them two face there?
My ballet.
Somebody change the face.
It said they work at put Halloween costumes. And the other Chester and Wanda Jules. All right, that is superhero name.
Okay.
Well, yeah, folks.
I get people. I like how they take it out of the realm of only ghouls and goblins and kind of turn it into let's see how we could
do nice stuff.
Yeah,
nice. But
dress up being local people and local scenarios, regional at least. That's nice.
Because I know them as a got some school where they tell, oh, no, can't go trick or treat neither. But teach her about devil, about get some free candy. You know, we take things way from the past 2,000-3,000 years ago and try to say that's the way you mean today. Nothing from back then mean the same thing way you mean today, and take that, put a pipe and smoke it. You know, but let me see. They we got a beautiful, beautiful day afoot right now over here. There's some
scattered showers out there. I mean, Miss what's the name of the lady who had birthday the other day? Miss B.
Miss B.
What name, man? For
Miss B. Oh, Miss Brenda.
Miss Brenda. Yes. You say they wash some clothes. You don't know because will it rain or will it not rain? I say, hey, you got scattered showers out there, man. I mean, it could be sunny 1 minute and again want to lead down pour quick.
Yeah.
Because it's just scattered.
When you hang me out, you have to stop right there watching it.
Yeah, put that umbrella over your clothes.
For real, my boy. For real.
Oh, man. All right. Somebody's here. By this is like Casale. Not the number one international.
Man, they check in.
What up, sir?
All right. Are you on break?
No. What up?
Oh, okay. I totally agree with you about the dancing and the parade and stuff like that because about 2 years ago, I was talking to some female dance instructors in Greek about the way they teach their kids how to dance. They're 5 years old, 6 years old, and they're performing or dancing to the songs like, look it up, at a young age, and she kind of got offended the way I explained to her because nothing like seeing young girls on stage, 5, 6, 7 years old, and you got drunken men in the audience looking at these girls. You don't know what the back of the mind they're thinking. We don't know what they're thinking being drunk. You see a performance with some grown adults. Look it up. Now you're seeing kids. So your mind is all wired up at a drunk. I'm not talking about the average person. I'm talking about drunk people who make wrong decisions. But the thing I hate more is watching young adults on stage, 5, 6, 7, dancing like grown women and drunken men looking at them. That's the issue I have with this stuff when it comes to carnival. It's I don't know, but like I said, it needs to be on 2 days, like you said, because who wants to see kids dancing like grown women? The average kids at home learning stuff from their parents, gyrating and stuff like that. That's not a normal thing. It happens in the houses while they're performing or drinking at the house. They get the kids and they might do a little bucket up on the kids. That's something that happens in the household too. So they think it's regular to do it on the streets. So they need to change that type of stuff for the kids who are next days to have in their own carnival because it's all mixed up. Seeing grown women shake their ass, whoops, you see kids coming on next performance and doing it again. This is confusing. But anyway, guys, that's all I wanted to say about that.
Back it up. Yeah. All right, Casale.
Yeah, but for real, man, these kids are just doing songs. Buck it up. Anyway, I gotta go before I buck it up. Peace.
Back it up. Is it there?
Ain't nothing better. I like Casale version though.
But I tell you the truth. As a person who has broadcast at quite a few carnival events, and we could make general statements. I have seen the carnival where the adult section of the band pass and then they go on band.
Mm-hmm.
Then they do their thing.
Yes.
I jump down there a couple of times and I go and eat in front of them
Of
myself.
course.
And then when they pass, they have the banner separating and showing that was the adult and the kids. They're doing a completely different
Yes, they
thing.
are. Yeah. The kids first, actually. The kids first, then the adult section.
And the kids are doing completely dances that are for kids. They know they back it up.
That is correct.
Yeah. So when we try to paint a picture that carnival have adults and young kids out there to go on bad, that's not where they happen. You could check any of these carnival bands and you could talk to them and then they make them picnic go on bad. Carnival is something where everybody's supposed to enjoy. Everybody.
Yes.
As with anything, you will have some negative parts where it might happen sometimes, but you know, ban everybody from it because what people have in mind.
I bet you, I'll put this to you, in the next 10 years, and maybe before, there will be, and it might even be on the government level, that because of the morphing of what it is and has become, that I think it'll be at the government level, at the ministry level, that they are cut out the children's part. I guarantee you that they come.
How would that be a very bad and backwards move?
Well, again, you have to ask the question, that not the children they change, that the adults they change.
Yeah, so we are making sure.
The adults, again, that the behavior, they never used to behave so. So it was all good. They never used to dress that revealing. They never used to have that type of behavior. But as then it change, and the more you see things like where come out, where they sip on the video, where they happen in a public, you will be forced to remove the children out of that environment group. You can't have them in the same environment if the behavior they get that loose.
Rather than enforce obscenity rules, you would have banned all the picnic rather than just enforce obscenity rules.
Well,
you know,
and that's carnival, because carnival, if you see my videos there where they say we come out of the countries and Miami, boy, the type of behavior that
then we speak in forked tongue, because if that is what we see carnival is going to, and we want to go there with open eyes, then
that way to go, bro.
Okay, hold on, no, make I finish. It means that we as a society like that. That's the way we want, and because we want that, we don't want to change it. But what we want to do, we want to stop the picnic and come, so we could continue with lewd behavior. That's what we are saying.
That's it. Bravo. Okay. You just said it.
All right.
You just said it. That is where it's going. That's the reason why they go there. Because the adults like it.
Yes, so, and again, you don't see, and because the adults like it, we are make the kids pay the price for our desires.
Well,
our carnal desires.
Again, that because you had something that was one thing over the years. But because society they change and people they change, and with the morals they go down, that the adults they behave more in that fashion, will eventually force the kids out of the carnival. I guarantee you that will happen.
And those decisions.
So you rather you have control over what the kids then do, or you want control what the adults then do? Which one do you say? Which one you rather? You rather control the kids, or you want control big adults? That's a hard fight to fight.
Yeah, but no, my boy, it's not about control. It's
yes, it is. You're saying control the adults' behavior, because then they go on too bad. Rather than, you know what, remove the kids, because you can't control adults, because if they're not...
Oh, so then why have laws?
Well,
why have laws?
Which law the carnival in the book? They got the lady, then they dance. And if you start legislate how they behave, then not go back to morality, right back to square one.
Hey, my boy, I'll tell you again, there are some things when even worth arguing.
You go back to morality?
It is so blatant. No, there is a lack of morality.
Yes. Right, so if you try to legislate what the adults do, then you go back to morality?
When we have laws about riding up stuff and driving to, that the laws where dictate what adults do. Now, if we are so religious that we got church school where they tell we picnic where for do and we have to go, we want to take the easy way, because apparently this thing is so bad we cannot dare have a picnic around this, but we love it so much that, you know what, not bring the picnic there so we could do the worthlessness we want to complain about. We complain that carnival they go bad, but instead I try.
No, they don't complain that carnival they go bad. They say carnival probably another environment where they go for the kids. They don't say bad. They don't say we don't enjoy it. Then they say take it out of the kids and around. That's a club, like club. Kids are busy in a club. We enjoy club, but sometimes kids don't busy in a club. Well, all the time.
No time. No time.
Yeah, right. So now when I say because of the nature of a carnival is, and because if you strive for, so you try to put the morals in the adults. So they do the same thing where they say the church, they say take the kids out because of the morality of it. But no, you want to put the morality on the adults to behave better.
Yeah, and that is nothing to do to put morality on.
You can't have your cake and eat it because it's very immoral. It's what it is.
As you're talking, I watch when you drop in on a pothole, you come out there.
I come out there. No. I mean, that mistake. When I said kids are busy in the club, you know the kids are busy in the club. But I say I point. Again, we watch where they go on, and I know they say I agree. I'm just saying what it is. We say the adults behave in a certain type of way. Videos come out. If the more videos come out, when they say the adult, when they gyrate, when in at the gyrating, they gyrate on the kid. Trust me, group. That way going. Eventually, they say no. The kids have to come out of this carnival thing here because it's very adult.
Now tell me this. Now you don't think that if people wanted to push it, they could have said, you know what? That right there was obscene. That was sexual assault, if you want to get technical. You know, you gyrate from an underage kid. I mean, there's all kind of ways you could go, but like I said, I understand. I understand what it is. We are heading into a time of debauchery, and we do not want the kids to be around while we are debauchering, and that's it. You know, that's it. You know, instead of controlling ourselves,
no, we won't.
Instead of enforcing laws and things, just to make the picnic come.
Yeah, we won't, because it's hard to keep adults under control.
Yeah, but you can keep kids under control.
Yes, you can, if you want to. And so the state will end up to say, again, I guarantee you, and this is not happening. I just have my opinion.
You know that with this point, they tell me that it's not about what's right and wrong. This has nothing to do with right and wrong, because the wrong, they trump the right. The right is that everybody should be at carnival. But because the wrong is so wrong, we are making them want to stay away so we could continue.
We're wrong with people saying, yo, you know what, we have to protect the kids, and we can't, if we continue to be like this and get that out of hand, you know, eventually that way ahead. I mean, again, you have things for kids and then you have things for adults, but if the adults think to be that adult, then chances are, that's my opinion, I see it happening down the road.
I never thought carnival was for adults. I always thought
that correct. Our version of it was that.
Never thought.
But you have to concede that it is changing. Just like everything will change. The behavior of people will change in the society, right? So.
And when you see the changes happening, if you don't like the change that's coming, you address the change. If you like the change when it come, then we make actions like, you know, keeping kids away. Well, if you like the changes that are coming.
I guarantee you the adults are not putting themselves in a check.
Of course not.
Great.
Of course
that's the bottom line. And so the kids will be forced out. I see it coming.
Might makes right. Might makes right.
Yeah, I see it coming. The adults are saying it's a free thing. They want to continue going bad, and nobody say anything wrong with that. Do. As I broke no laws, because there are laws. And so the police try to keep the laws in check, like, you know, hold on the drinking on the street, and the police do their best to keep the laws that exist. They have on clothes, nobody naked until somebody decides that they want to do. I believe then that person or persons will be charged. But I mean,
well,
a very borderline, and we enjoy looking at as adults. We enjoy looking.
I am glad to see that of all the problems affecting children, the Belize, the major one is carnival. That's the one.
But I say that you bring up the subject, we just address it.
No, I know. That me.
Who bring it up?
Me. You.
Me.
Well, I didn't know. Yes. I mean,
and you said the school, they said kids love to join the carnival.
Oh, yeah. All right, good.
Okay, put it like that. Ask one question, I done the conversation. You go watch the carnival, and that's what I say. As an adult, and we have a different perspective of how I go, but no, let's put it in a real perspective. We go out, we broadcast it, and we have fun. But then jump back a little bit. You have a 5-year-old kid with you, and you watch the carnival, and then you reach the adult section, and all you see that the boom, 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 right side of the kid where you hold a hand.
The same thing
And
when
the
you
boom,
step on
boom, boom.
PUT.
No,
Facebook.
don't, you can't do that. I tell you, be real.
Why not?
You the whole
Why
kid
not?
hand, and is there not a level of uncomfort with you right beside the 5-year-old, and all on at least string to separate the two cheeks?
Oh,
Fair
man.
roar.
You sit at that beach.
But you know the
You
carry
see
kid
that
that you
beach?
know the carry kid that beach will watch that.
So you the carry on with you know you and see people.
All right, but it never used to be like that. I know that the way to do is there not a level of uncomfort that you would feel. That's all I'm saying. I know they say if you for me I would say, you know what? I don't even think I want to carry my kid go watch this.
My boy, I tell you, if 2 people they walk front of me or 100 people they walk front of me, they dance up, they celebrate. I know I tell my kid no. I mean, the way then they dance, I know the top where they want on the truck where they back shot my people, where they are. I didn't
But remember, now, we as parents, remember we as parents have choices that we can make for the kids, and we can't say we're okay with just have the kids just observe everything. There are those who do, cool, but you as yourself, I say, look, think about you as an individual.
If people abroad listening to the broadcast, they would think that we have naked people.
I know they say that. I'm saying we as kids.
We don't have that.
I ask you as a parent. That's like how I put myself. Because
I wouldn't feel no way. I wouldn't feel no way have my kid going to carnival.
I do.
And stand up the revelers pass.
I do. As we see it, and we as adults, we enjoy it. Oh, it's a lovely view. But I have to look into myself and say, me as an adult and having a young child, observing that, because I now make it turn on the TV and watch that, and the same way hope some parents are allowing their kids to have phone and they watch different things on YouTube. I the one where have to have control.
X-rated now?
I guess you know the watch carnival.
No?
I guess you know the watch
Because
carnival.
I tell you, when you go to carnival is about the floats. It's about
There's no floating carnival anymore. Stop it.
Well, you know what it's talk. The big truck. It's about the big trucks. It's about the music.
No,
it's about the dancing.
Yeah.
It's about the selling. It's a whole thing. But
it's very revealing. It's very revealing, sir.
Because of one aspect of carnival.
No, that is the aspect. That's the whole aspect of the carnival. That's the way they get judged pan. They costume and how they gyrate and how they move. I know they say it's wrong, you know. I'm just saying as adults with kids, at some point we have to say, right? And then you have the other thing. Imagine you in the crowd, they watch ballet. And that's the next one up, so. Imagine you had a kid in you carry a kid go watch that, and that one.
When you say like that, you tell him you hold a big hand and say you know say you want hot dog.
Well, again, and maybe I went there and I said, you know what, we're going to watch this thing, but slowly but surely every year we'll see something else. You know, I'll make the decision as a parent. We're not going back to watch that.
You know what
at least I don't carry my kid go watch that. I have control over what my kid have access to as much as I can. I know I try to expose her to things where I don't want to expose to.
You don't have to worry about making that decision because probably the school done made that decision before you.
Well, I know about that, but I also as a parent, I also say as some parents who see it that same way that yes, we used to enjoy the carnival. I always get a story like that story. Why I get a story? Because out of everybody back then, and this are the 80s, who me in the carnival, only that one person as a young boy draw my attention because I'm the only person who dared at that time to be that risque in the carnival back then because the others weren't like that. They were more covered, they were more toned down. But as you get into the 6:30 era where they're in now, the behavior more sexual, more gyrating. And then and that the one person I remember up to today, the lady with the big butt. We had all the butt out. When me mini, slim girl, fat girl, up to today. All I remember that like clear as yesterday.
But Mr. Frisco now, Mr. Frisco, you and I both know that I like big butt.
I can't like I guess that you don't believe what that's going on.
You know what I'm saying? I tell you what, I am glad about. I realize that age, that not your number. It's not how many number you have, much number you have under your belt. It's your ideology and the thoughts that you have in your head. And I really feel like the thoughts that I have in my head put me 30 years younger than my age. Because, I don't think that censorship and blocking is the way of the future. I don't think that if we do something that's that bad that we cannot have our kids look at it, then we need to stop doing. And that a plain, if we are doing something that's that bad that we have to say we picnic and go there, then we should have reconsider why we're doing it in the first place. Because there's nothing we're supposed to do as a society that's legal that we're supposed to say, oh, can't make the picnic come unless the bar or party or like that. But this is carnival.
Yes, but it's not the same carnival like it used to be. Maybe
they need to change the name. They need to change the name or
well,
something.
Things change. We have to realize, you have to face the fact that it's not what it was. It's not what it was. It's not what it used to be. Where it used to be a good measure, a creativity, I believe. I used to have band. It used to have floats and dress up, and it used to children and adults and everybody made they made it dance. They had on a little costume, but no, they're not that. The adults, they do adult thing now as far as they could push it that way. Then they go. I not to say wrong or right. I just say as parents we have to make decisions where we're best to the kids because I will be the same.
You like ask me questions because
I don't. You don't. You have your view. No problem. I have my view.
Yeah, I don't have no problem say what my opinion is. But I ask you personally. You do agree that we should keep carnival in a direction where to go. Not try change anything about the gyration and everything where people complain and are so scared about. Not try change it. You agree? Go ahead with it.
No, I come to the realization that we can't stop it. That is the same problem we have with the young kids where we have access to the device. Yeah. To me, that is the same thing. And we have as parents have to work hard. Yes, we don't want a kid want to leave device because everything they up there. But we have to try hard to limit them to where they have access to. Even as they get older, that's a hard thing to do. And that's the challenges of parenthood that we have to can see that the times have changed and we're available today way easier than back in the day. Back in the day, you may have to know somebody we're going to play by a book figure one. No. It's right there fingertip.
No, just go look under your mama's wrist.
So we have as parents you have to try hard because I don't give up that move that this is where the society they go. This is where the society they go.
You know what happened, bro? I know that nobody in my house drink. And none of my kids drink. And the reason why, well, not the reason why, but if I were drinking, I would have stopped when I had my kids because I don't want to do something in front of my kids that's detrimental. Well, they say I smoke weed already, but I don't know that's pure cancer. But what I'm saying is, if we want our kids to learn from us, we have to tell them, do as I do. Not tell them, do as I say, not as I do.
Right. Yeah, lead by example, of course. That's the biggest thing as a parent.
Exactly. But the fact that we are looking at one family event.
It's not
like
that anymore.
Carnival.
It's not that anymore.
Yeah, like carnival. And when we see and admit it's not what it used to be, instead of trying to get back some morality in it,
but
we said no. Wait, hold on. We said no. We don't have to worry about the morality. Just keep the picnic up.
It has done come out of the gate long time group. Yeah, that was hard thing to get back. I think, I get that. But trying to moralize adults.
You understand that? The conversation done.
Trying to moralize, and that I thought we're going to break after this. Trying to moralize adults, that's one thing you can't do because as an adult, you got your own free will to do what you want. Yeah. So if something has gone past one limit, What you can do is keep the morality and control where you go on with your children. Because you can't control the adults, because they're an adult. But you could control what you expose your child to.
Yeah.
That you could control if you want.
Aye, that's true to us to that point. Now, one of our listeners says, how can you have a public event which is open for all to see and expect the kids not to try and copy what they are seeing? Even though you might stop them from partaking in the event, how can you stop them from seeing it?
Right. And
that is my,
and that's a hard question. That is a fair.
Right. Yeah, we know they hide them for nothing if we ban them from Carnival, because like I said, they are see it on TV, they are see it on Facebook, they are see it on social media.
That is right. And so yes, and so maybe we should appeal to the adults to tone it down a bit.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, stop the 6:30 and do 6:45 instead, man.
Tone it down a bit. That could be a thing that you say. And maybe that would have to come from authorities. From authorities. Because you have to force people for. Because I'd be real, right? I'd be real. What would see happening in society we never used to see? And now,
yes.
And this conversation start from church, schools.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And
so what we are
saying, so for the next generation, if the church schools don't teach children morality, then they are grow up to be the same adults where they have no morality in the streets. So they go full circle, but we don't realize what we say.
All I am saying,
I got you.
No. All I am saying is this: you practice what you preach. You know, don't dash out the baby with the bath water, because we want to continue in a way of immorality. Instead of trying to fix our immorality, we are trying to hide the kids from our immorality. You know, and with that. That's a 1-2 piece right between the eyes for you there.
Yeah, you know, I mean, yeah, we do have to do our best with children, man. And so, yeah, I mean, maybe we should tone it down for the kids, for real. Because we know that the streets lined with children. Tone it down a bit. Maybe the adults should tone it down a bit. Tone it down a bit, guys. Because, you know, in the club, you're not in the club, you know.
The same ballet where me they hang up over the thing there, we're gonna barely keep an eye open and barely keep a balance. And the same gal where me they up there, wind up and post there up there. Because they're not the problem. People like that are the problem. You know, so, you know, when you see them do that, call them out, make them know, yo, yeah, pick me out there now.
Yeah. Well, hey.
I know some of the man want Bex, the guys.
Hey, as an adult, I enjoy it. Cause
I like, yes,
adult
I like
thing.
the gyration.
As an adult, I free to enjoy adult things.
Exactly. Who did say that I don't enjoy? I enjoy it too. But where I did say, I have always been for fair and equity, bro. I have always, all across the board. One child is nothing less than a small person, than one person, you know. And again, if what we do is so bad that we can't care with picnic, then we need to stop doing it. And with that, yes. Thank you, sir.
You be right back.
Oh.
And then welcome back to Friday, man. Flow Fridays. Yes, absorb every second, cause then you know.
It'll go quick.
Yeah. Somebody say, hold it down.
I want to say good morning going out to all listeners and watching us on Facebook, on YouTube, and listening to us. Beverly Price says 2025 Carnival costume is already in the making.
Go, girl.
Belize Carnival. Now they are wearing less clothes like the U.S. And she also said Carnival for kids on Saturday, adults on Sunday.
There you go.
Yeah, I know, but yes, again.
I didn't say I agree with it. That doesn't say there you go. That's somebody's.
What we did do something bad. Icican, yeah.
Yeah, what's up?
I heard you are very interesting this morning talking about the good and the bad of human exposure.
Yes.
In my days, the days I love and that many people still love, there was this policy of government. We are not the guardians of morals. Listen to this. We are not the guardian of morals, but we will stop anything that is not for the good of the country. And I'll explain. We had a group called Censor Board, made of young and old, boys and girls, old folks, about 14 of them. They came under my ministry, of course. Any feeling that came from Belize had to pass through Censor Board. And a lot of that stuff, where you saw the blood of Indians that the cowboy shot down dead and all kind of things, they were to be erased. Songs that came that actually could have been misinterpreted by the young people. For example, Awami Bamboo, Awami Kak, this was Calypso.
Miss Mary Bread. Miss Mary Bread.
No man, the Pope picked in the other one, the place the talk about it and it's Awami Bamboo. And no man, that should not be allowed. To hell with freedom of expression. This is not freedom of expression. This is rubbish, dirt. So we stop it. Record couldn't sell. They dare not sell my record. Whoever get it, can get really punished. And there were other indecent exposure. Did you know that Kobo was expelled of Belize because of indecent exposure? Nothing else.
Who?
Kobo,
Southern exposure.
Kobo saw himself naked all over the sea wall. How can we allow that? No, man. The lie there. Indecent exposure, which carnivals are doing right now, but indecent exposure is when you expose those parts of your body that are not there for exposure. That would be stopped. That's why we had such a beautiful country in those days. Beautiful, peaceful, enjoyable. Every song was a beautiful song. Tennessee Waltz, Beyond the Reef, and all of it. But then when we said, yeah, we would stop it. That's why people say, I want those days to come back. I want that. Even young people, I noticing on my Facebook page, I donate to say, I wish those days would come back. Young, nice people, they want those days to come back. But let's go to the day today. Today is, I'll call it red letter day, whatever they used to call it. Today, 1st of November, is a day when every division should remember. Today, we were picking up dead people inside cars and the buildings, everywhere. Dead people, 200 articles, so we can have it. It was devastation. Belize City actually never existed. Let's put it that way. The place of action was the police station by Queen Street. That was the compound that all of us reported. I was an elected member, and I was the mayor of San Ignacio. And that's the place that the governor declared that all operations were to be held at that area. So that day should never be remembered. The day when Belize died. The day when Belize died. But along came down Monkey River, some of the villages in the Cebu, the Espont Manatee, Sangriga, and a bit south. Died. Our forest got wrong. You drive the herbivore and you don't see one green tree to show the heat that hurricane emitted on the vegetation. So today, 1st of November, should be remembered. The family should be even in some of the bulletins. 1st of November 1961, the day that Belize decided to awake, to revive, to resurrect.
Yeah.
George Christ said, first word,
That's true.
we will not allow a hurricane to destroy our country. We will build back. We will build back, and the first thing that we tackled was Hattieville. The Mennonites had just come, 1958. 3 years later, the Mennonites were there in full force at Hattieville, assisting the government to build land barracks, huge land barracks. Hundreds and hundreds of people were taken to Hattieville that were homeless, that did not anything. So the Mennonites put their kitchen right there, that land building, and that's how we managed to start over by sheltering the people at Georgetown, Stanford, at Silvers, and other areas were built immediately.
Yeah.
That's the first thing. Built for the shelter for the homeless. Then, of course, the medical came and the other one. I only bring this because people do not know. They were never told this. To tell you the dangers of a hurricane, like Hattie, or the Mitch, or the big one that passed by. It was terrible. It is destruction.
Yeah.
And my final one is this. What about the dead today? The dead. The day of the dead. Today and tomorrow. One is for the young and one is for the older. Today for the baby dead. And heading to the Hallelujah angels. They celebrated all over the world when God agreed the Christian world. Tomorrow is for the dead, or heirs, or ancestors. All of those coming to this day tomorrow. Even the ones at the Atlas saying, why this QNC tomorrow celebrate for them.
Yeah.
So, this is the panorama of Belize at this moment.
Yes, sir.
Stay.
Yes, sir. All right. Thanks.
Thank you.
Yeah, man. Take care. See the man come clear when he don't come off. Man, they behind
You
the
the
phone
man
just now.
you the man very unfair.
I don't want to put the man in that position, man. I don't want to put them in that
What you mean?
position.
I mean why you ask Don Hector. If he likes the young girl up on the stage, up on the float, we have naked now, or if he rather carnival back in the day and he had on long frack. Two things. You can't jump up to Tennessee walls. And John Hector said that there wasn't, like, government wasn't involved in morality or something like that. But just the simple fact that you would stop things that would detrimentally affect the country, that is a form of the moral, purview, I would have said, because there have to be a reason why you would have said this goes against what, we think, so yeah. But it's always good to hear from Don Hector because, he has some very good insights into what's going on.
All right.
The fire Malina, the boy, Frisco, the laugh up back to the man.
Ram, where you going? Bail me out here, Ram. Where you going on?
Yeah, greetings. In the name of the most H-I-G-H.
Here I go.
Okay, very good. Thank you.
Okay, now, remember a few weeks ago I told you that my advice is adults, watch what you're doing because children are watching.
Mm-hmm.
And adults, watch will come out of your mouth because children are listening.
You did.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But the modern adult, they believe that everything is fashion and everybody all with a one, and that is wrong because if you don't raise the tree from you plant it and you don't take care of it, it will twist, it will crook. So you can't blame the child because you, the adult, you are out there exposing yourself and doing what you shouldn't do and follow foot. Because as you know, and people know, the culture we believe they develop these days, no, it's not originally Belizean. Those carnival and things, if we go with immorality, that go down to other countries that I see in life. I was in Trinidad, I was in Brazil, I was in Miami, and the way how they behave, that people they follow. But you can't do what you want. You are adult yourself. But don't allow it to the children to happen. Because if you don't strip them from now, tomorrow can't complain. It's too late. This MS-13 Salvadorian mate one of them say, he blame him because when he used to thief pencil at school, when he thief sharpener and thief things from school, the man never tell her nothing. He say instead the man used to tell her, oh, I don't have to buy again. Until the boy become a big criminal, no, he blame she. He say, you never tell me, never show me what was wrong. That's why I'm in this prison now. All right. Now, the next thing now, Groove had on the costume yesterday, and guess what happened? I me think about the man all day. I play the song from Michael Jackson, Thriller.
Thriller. Thank you.
I remember the man used to say, oh, they asked Frisco to play Thriller for the man.
yeah, should play Thriller for. Hey, you know that? Yeah, you know Halloween called Ghana and never did play one Michael Jackson. Man,
One Michael Jackson, yeah. Yo, Ram.
Oh, yes.
Ram. I just want to tell you, bro. We're not. Frisco, no, I tell you because Frisco ain't different. But we really do appreciate your call. And the fact that you stay in tune with the morning stew and you write down where you want to talk about. I really appreciate that, bro. You're a cool guy.
Yeah, it's my pleasure. Since I'm listening to this station, I feel somehow I feel not only because where I said this stew program is good, but I feel connected. In other words, rootly connected with the other station. I don't feel rootly connected because the other station. One day I was so discouraged. One day I put on the other station, and I was so discouraged when a lady and a man were at the house at the other station. The man said that thanks to the European, we modernized, and the girl I was so sorry to hear she. You know what she said? She was the worst one because she's cruel. She said that thanks to the European, we were civilized. I said, goodness sake, if we have people thinking like that, no wonder why we know they go nowhere.
That's right.
Got your
Yeah,
Ram.
no, the final thing I want to say to you, a group, you told me yesterday something that you remind me what I already know, that the day of the date and the day of the but I want to know then, why is it that Halloween logo is a witch flying on a broom?
No, it's a pumpkin. It's a pumpkin card.
And No, sir. I see it clearly when I live in Mexico and other countries to Central America. I saw plain, a witch with a full black garment with the long hat and flying on a broom right across the moon.
Yeah,
Where we go? That's a witch about the place, you know.
Yeah, there is that logo.
Anyway, I know they turn nothing against you. Eat one, teach one. That's how I like that.
That's
You
right.
know, I know it. But it's always a pleasure to listen to this program. Believe you me. Maybe the next program before you now I'll be too happy because I can not deal with them much. But I deal with who I want to deal with. I feel connected to you. That's why I deal with you. So respect.
Ram, before you go, right? We just want you to remember this. Yeah, we got a slogan where we want you to tell everybody, catch the wave, love creme.
Frisco.
Yeah.
Please repeat it to me because I can't get in clear.
The man say, catch the wave, I love creme.
Okay. Yeah, correct. Yeah, man, I was sorry when I young lady talk about we are civilized.
I got your
We're not civilized. Them bloody European people going to learn to be civilized. Respect.
Don't say it. Later.
Yes.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. You out of order, sir. Very out of order.
You see, and where Ram to say it's a good thing, you know, because there are people, again, it's all about ideology. There are people that look at black people on a whole and the people that were not born to this area, and they look at us and they say, you know what? It's a good thing they brought us from Africa because they civilized us. But that, if you think about it, a lot of those European was stealing knowledge, histories, and wealth from all these. These were big nations, big cities that was going on back then, and the Europeans came in and fed them a story that the people believed, and we end up over here. Long story short, you know. So, and some people look at that as a positive. And for young people and stuff living today could look around and say, yo, look where we got that great. I never wanted back there. But if we made them back, you know, you never know what may happen. You have to look at the situation and analyze it. But the good situation we're in right now, you know, we could, who knows, we could have had this good situation and we just there we part we there. We never need nobody to civilize us. We never need nobody to give us no constitution and no laws and no religion where they tell you we can't go jump out carnival. When we made it in Africa, we used to run around naked with it till they hang out. Now then they tell you that we can't go to carnival, go dance. Come on, man. That's not as bad as we done Hector Joseph Frisco. I know the area part. Me not hearing you.
Yeah, sorry. I said low blow, Steve. Low blow. Let's get a girly word then. Let's get a girly word in right here, man. I tell you.
What do you mean?
Listen to me, Groove. Hey, Monday go to Friday real fast.
Real fast. My boy, I know the trick, yo. Yeah. And then, like, 9:30 go to 12. Quicker.
Yeah, real fast. Who got a girly word? You got a girly word?
Of course there's a girly word upstairs. How dare you ask a question like
that?
The morning.
Look at that. Mm-hmm.
Yes. There was one yesterday where say, was something about if it's inside you, it belongs, something like that.
Yes, that is yes. Wild, yeah.
Well, never force anything. Just let it be. If it's meant to be, it will be.
Here it is.
There it is. So no matter whatever is in you, never force anything. Just let it.
Don't force it in. Don't force it in.
Yes, if it's meant to be, it will be.
Yes.
Relax. Yes. Don't do. Got the first part of the man's perspective, ladies and gentlemen, on this beautiful first day of the 11th month.
I don't know why Donkey Man come in my mind just now with the coconut oil.
The coke boy, man, a sick song too. Me want me coconut oil. If you are brave enough to say goodbye, life will reward you with a new hello.
Oh.
A lot of people out there could use this bit of advice on this day.
Explain yourself. What that mean?
If you are brave enough to say goodbye, life will. When one door is closed, another is open. You know, that's basically what it is. If you have the strength, you know, if it's in a relationship with a partner, if it's in a relationship with a business, if you're in a relationship with a political party, you know, all of these things, you know, would fall into place. It's very simple. If you're brave enough to say goodbye, you know, life will reward you with a brand new, greater hello, you know. Like the Beatles once said, I don't know why you say goodbye, I say hello. Speaking of which, ladies and gentlemen, for the last time this week, the second part of the Man's Perspective brought to you through the kind courtesy of Penny's Nut Shop. We have Mr. Frisco.
Hold on.
Yes.
Hold on. I mean, hey.
That's right.
Tony's Nut House. Can't play any little commercial.
In these times of pandemics, being locked in, not doing enough exercise, it's even more important to eat healthy. For years, it's been known nuts are a good source of fiber, protein, and monounsaturated fat, as well as omega-6 and omega-3 polyunsaturated fats. No matter what kind of nuts, peanuts, cashew nuts, walnuts, hazelnuts, it doesn't matter. And now you can get all the nuts you want at Tunney's Nuts House, newly opened in the heart of Belize City. Big nuts, small nuts, it doesn't matter. Try all of Tunney's nuts and you won't be disappointed. Plain, honey roasted, or everyone's favorite, Tunney's salty nuts. Once you put Tunney's salty nuts in your mouth, you'll come back for more. Stop by today at number 42069 Rolling 2 Street and ask to taste Tunney's nuts. Management is not responsible if Tunney's nuts are old or sour. If any of Tunney's nuts tastes funny, spit it out right away and call your doctor.
Yes. Yes.
That is wild. That is terrible.
I wonder how business do Dubai because the man is start out good, you know.
That is terrible. Oh my God.
Yes. Mine was going to eating healthy. All right, Mr. Frisco.
Tony's Nut House. Lordy Lord. All right, here we go. Man's Perspective. I mean, can't get away from it. It is what it is by nature. So we're going to look at today's topic, which is men's experience with workplace harassment.
Check, please.
Is that a thing? That sounds like a narrative that you would hear the women complain about. Workplace harassment. Well, there is such a thing. Huh?
Women are usually, I mean, depending on what kind of harassment they talk about.
Well, I mean, whenever you hear that, you think about straight, you know, towards
Sexual
the women.
harassment.
Towards the women, right?
Yeah.
But there is men's workplace harassment.
Remember in time Lisa used to force me and you forget what happened she just because she that girl.
Hey, who knew it?
And we never complain. We never complain.
So, workplace harassment on a whole is a pervasive issue. And men's experience and experiences are an important aspect when talking about this thing right here. And of course, with anything men, and when we talk about things like this, it is less discussed. Men also face various forms of harassment at work, including verbal abuse, bullying, and of all things, sexual harassment. Oh my God.
Well, we complain about the sexual one too much rather than the bullying because bullying come in all form. Like when Brick come in there, so in the studio with one plate of food, smell good.
Harassment.
That's a form of bullying.
Harassment.
Get a harassment and bullying right there.
So yeah, men's workplace harassment includes things like verbal abuse, bullying, and sexual harassment. Who thunk it? According to a survey by Equal Employment Opportunity Commission, a significant number of men have reported experiencing harassment, which can lead to severe psychological effects such as stress, anxiety, and depression. Again, you would think that this is unheard of because why? Men are supposed to be tough enough, right? But hey, it does happen. When things manifest, how they manifest.
Why they say manifest? Because of a man segment.
There you go. we try to scramble and try to figure out why things happen. Last year, there was a high incidence of male suicide. And when I think about all these things that song, oh, man. But we touched several topics where we discuss things where we don't normally think about for men. Because when they reach a point that we were reading in the news last year, everybody scrambled for finding out why this happened or why that happened. Right or wrong?
Yeah, men go through a lot of stuff that they keep bottled up inside.
So because so good. So we point out these things that they are real, and then we try to not reach the point where, and we're glad that it hasn't happened recently, right? But when you try to break things down, you can't just simplify it, because guess what? Men go through some of the same things that women go through.
Dare I say that men, I know I said that men go through more, but it's a known fact that, or it's a saying, men run things. Mm-hmm. And that takes a lot of responsibility to live up to that. And a lot of time you see man out there, they go on like thing good, but the amount of pressure where they go through from all angles, from work, from relation, and they keep it bottled up inside because society told men we can't vent or we can't whatever.
Yeah,
so,
So like there might even be more pressure.
Yeah.
That is I never did think about it like that.
Yep.
The issue compounded by societal norms that discourage men from speaking out about things like this, often due to fear of stigma. Hey, what by? Or not being taken seriously. You know what I mean? Some men who experience workplace harassment may feel isolated and unsupported, which underscores the importance of promoting a work environment where all individuals feel safe and respected. No, I mean, I don't know where we could point out to be or consider a man being harassed at work. I don't know how how that work. What that look like?
A man being harassed at work?
Yeah, what would that look like? It don't necessarily mean that it come from a woman.
Yeah, it could be that out of everybody there, you might end up getting the brunt of a lot of the work and stuff like that. It might be that you get the lousy lunch hour. There's all kind of ways you could get abused. It could be by them literally verbally talking down to you. Right. And sometimes because of the person who's talking down to you, and you might not be able to respond the way you want because you might lose your job. So you keep that bottle up inside of you. Then you get home and you gal the rail up with you and you bottle that inside of you. Then you pick me to tell you, oh, daddy, I need that, and that, the bother you there. And one day you snap.
Right.
One day something happens, not all the time, but it happens, so. We try to downplay the importance of men in our society today. Just like our carnival, the change, the way people look at they're trying to portray men as not as important as we are. That, you got women out there who say, me don't need no man to make one baby. I could do it with test tube. Well, how you think we're getting at the test tube? You still need a man. So, and the thing is, men, they help downgrade themselves. If you look how half of them man, they act and how they dress nowadays, if I had a woman, I had to try to find a different breed of man themselves. But men are being lessened. We are being lessened. And some of us to go along with it, and some of us to try to fight it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to say, male harassment, we just to point out that the same things that women go through, men go through. We're not saying that it's being done by women. We're just saying that we go through the same things where men susceptible to the same type of problems that exist in the workplace. Like one man could get harassed, like the manager could, or work colleagues could put one man through the same set of problems where, but because again we supposed to tighten up and take it on the chin, we don't look on it the same way. We say that man thing, but then know if a man every day you come to work and maybe one of your colleagues they harass you, they stress you out, and you get ignorant and knock him out. You get charged for assault
And battery.
or you get in a confrontation and necessarily win something physical, and then you just lose a job because you get into something physical. But then you have to address the workplace, have to address harassment on a whole, rather than just look at it as, well, harassment only happened to women. So that's the piece where that basically the overall point we're making here today, that men also get harassed in the workplace.
Exactly. One kind of harassment we don't mind, but the other two we mind.
Let's get the weather, man.
Yes. Yeah. We were gonna have Mr. Torres from Guatemala, but Mike Lee had to leave early. So thank you, Mike Lee Torres, for being here. But we have Mr. Nerwell. Mr. Nerwell came back again. Yo, Frisco, you remember Mr. Nerwell? Bo, come here. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here he is. Bo Nerwell.
Okay, Bo Nerwell. Oh.
Oh. Boy, I had to tell you, man.
I hope you put this label. Boy.
Yes, it impasses from.
Let's see here what the weatherman says. Moist and somewhat unstable conditions prevail. Okay. Sunny skies today, cloudy intervals, few showers, periods of rain to develop mainly offshore and along coastal areas. Tonight and tomorrow, skies will be mostly cloudy, they say, along with a few outbreaks of showers and isolated thunderstorms to develop, mainly along the coast.
Hello.
Winds blowing northeast at 5 to 15 knots. Sea state choppy waves, 3 to 5 feet. Temperatures along the coast for today, 85 degrees Fahrenheit, 89 inland, and 75 in them hills. Further outlook for Saturday and Saturday night is for cloudy intervals, few outbreaks of showers and thunderstorms. You there, Groove? Oh, good day, Carl. Tides becoming low at 3:39 this afternoon. Sunsets at 5:20. And moon sets this evening at 5:25. According to the tropical weather outlook, the area of low pressure is likely to develop over the southwestern Caribbean Sea and has a low chance of development during the next 48 hours and a higher chance through 7 days. The National Meteorological Service will continue to monitor the progression of this system. So yeah. What?
Miss Brenda say don't wash.
We get see? Boy, somebody show me a food that will look healthy, that way that boy.
Sure. His workplace harassment.
Harassment, yeah.
That's the harassment.
And with that, look like 2 muffin rice and bean salad, ham.
Oi.
Man. Workplace harassment, I tell you. All right, so let's get the models going, because, man, you cannot have the models. You got to have the models.
We didn't get our intro, did we?
No. You could run the intro if you want to. Kathleen EB, what up?
When you done.
Yeah.
Get the cloud up out there now, though. As soon as you start the weather report, the cloud up.
I've scattered showers, right? So 1 minute. Yeah. No, again, this one kind of it's been out there for a minute.
Yeah.
And the models not cooperate with what's up. They're still saying that something might, try to spin up. So let's see. This is the Euro model rolling in. So let's take a look at that. What day is this? Not getting the entire thing. What day is that? Let me switch over as well. All right, good. So we see, thunder showers in the Central Caribbean. around Jamaica. And I think that's where they say, something might want to spin up right there. So, what day is that? Come on.
Yeah.
I try to figure out what day is that. This is around Wednesday next week. Yeah.
Yep.
And this is a Euro version of the model. Let's see. Yep. So yeah, there's uncertainty about what might be and what might not be. And that's the general area where they say if this low pressure is to form. That's the general area where it will get. Let's get a zoom out so we can see the entire shape of the whatever that is.
That's a beautiful thing.
What would you equate that? Does it look like what? That's not a. Look more like a grapefruit too.
Yeah, it look like a problem. Not look like a problem.
But yeah, so yeah, in that general area is where they say, if any movement. But yeah, until these things form and do what they want to do, then because 1 minute you have one thing, tomorrow you have a next thing. So we'll see.
Maybe that's one of the effects of this global going on.
Mm-hmm.
These rapid intensification of storms.
Sure.
That could be one of the things that's happening.
Yep.
Yeah, because we don't watch some storms pop up, a day.
Yep.
Major storms. Well, thank you very much, Mr. Boner. Well, for that very, very in-depth look at our weather. The time is now 11:47. You're inside the Friday, Pre-Flower Friday edition of the Morning Stew with Mr. Frisco. Jewish Mash this, and we still look for love.
Yes, the love has gone by the wayside.
But you know what I found? I've been looking for love in all the wrong places.
All right. Let's take a break and see if we can find out.
Yes, I'll find out.
All right.
birthday today, coming to you from the entire clan, wishing you many, many more.
All right.
On this, the first day of November. But not only that, we also have on this day, at this particular time in history, Kimani Greenwich, there he is, celebrating a birthday today. Happy birthday to you, Kimani, as you could tell. The man is a jockey. Yes. So hope you have many more and stay in the fast lane.
Yeah.
That's right. There he is again.
Okay, young fella. All right.
Young fella, yes. 38 pounds soaking wet with a winter coat. All right. Also celebrating a birthday on this day is my brother Bobby. There he is in the shade. That's my brother Bobby. And that's my other brother Lucci. His birthday was, last week. So happy birthday to both you handsome fellows.
Here you go.
That's right. But there's still another. Yes. Happy birthday. There she is, Miss Kathleen Mejia. Happy birthday to you, Miss Mejia. Coming to you from all your friends and family and loved ones. Wishing you all the best and many, many more.
There you go. Happy birthday to you.
That's right. And
all
I
right.
do believe that is it.
All right, sir, Groove. Free Flower Fridays has come to an end.
That's right, Mr. Frisco. It has been a pleasure all this week. Again, it went by very, very quickly. Just know, ladies and gentlemen, that you were served a 10-course, 5-star meal of morning stew this week. We hope you enjoyed it. We sure did. We hope that you all keep abreast of all that's happening with our tropics, because we don't know where to go on. So, stay cognizant of that. We hope that you all have a safe and dry weekend. Do something nice for someone today. And on behalf of Mr. Frisco, who appreciates you, and myself, who love you, you're covered on both ends.
One more thing before we go. I can't leave without, or leave without a little word of advice.
Yes, we need that for the weekend, my boy. How dare you?
You know why I remember that? Because of what you just said. So I think it goes with today's word of advice.
Very good.
So before we leave, we leave you with a little word of advice going into the weekend.
We're clicking, we're on the page.
Yeah. Let me get my intro for today's word of advice from the stew to you.
Yeah.
Here it is. There's our intro, word of advice. Sometimes you have to type it down.
That's right. Remember.
And today's word of advice says, go 24 hours without complaining, not even once. Then watch your life starts changing. Not even once. Now, that would be a thing. I don't know. I have never charted down how much time I complain for the day.
For the day, true?
You think you complain for the day at least once or twice?
Yeah. Control, man. Why don't you put it? That's a simple thing when we consider complain,
So let's try 24 hours without complain and see how that changes your life.
How we going 24 hours without complain? That's not complain right there.
With that, we'll see you people on Monday. Enjoy the weekend, like we group say. I think right. Monday we might see the love. If Monday come and we don't see the love, something wrong.
That's right. We have to send out an APD.
Yeah. All right, guys.
Anyway,
say
you got it. You man, you say it this time.
Ain't a good funny IO thing, man.
Yeah. All right then.
You more sentimental than me, Yeah, nice guy.
Watch me carefully. Hear me now and understand me later. Ayo.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, General.